Welcome to Go Fund Yourself. Watch up-and-coming entrepreneurs step into the spotlight to pitch their businesses to you. This is not ordinary TV. Welcome to interactive TV. Like what you see? Scan the on-screen code with your mobile device to invest in any of these businesses right now, in real time. Like their products? Buy them in real time while you watch the show. Every week, we present new opportunities for you to consider. Every week, you decide whether to help make their dreams come true or tell them to go fund yourself. Now, meet the Titans, accomplished business leaders, visionaries, and experts ready to challenge every claim and every pitch as you analyze these opportunities. Introducing Rory Kataya. Jason Waller. And David Meltzer. This isn't just entertainment. This is opportunity. And you are in control. This is Go Fund Yourself.
Joining the Titans now is former NBA player Joe Wallace.
I like that jacket too.
Me too.
Motorcycle jacket.
Indian motorcycle.
You just need to come in some chaps.
Chaps.
Gary Shoefield and Proto GEM.
I am very excited to be on Go Fund Yourself. Probably in 5 years' time, we'll all have a holographic something in our homes, but this is the product that will lead the way.
Welcome to Go Fund Yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gary Shoefield. Some of you know me. I'm a proto hologram expert. So I've been in the hologram business a long time. I have rebuilt Whitney Houston, Roy Orbison, Buddy Holly, Maria Callas, Billie Holiday. I'm probably forgetting a few. Put them on stage. I now work for Proto Hologram. I'm here to talk about Proto GEM.
All right, before you go any further, okay, because this is unbelievably exciting technology, and I really can't wait to learn more. In the spirit of complete transparency for our viewers, I have to say that Joe Wallace and Dave Meltzer are already investors in the product based on this technology. So, you know, maybe Joe, you could clarify a little bit about your involvement, and Dave, you too.
Well, for me, I was one of the initial investors in the Proto. Proto is the premier hologram technology in the world. And essentially what it does is you can beam anywhere in the world and have a live conversation. Essentially what I've done is I've taken and licensed that particular technology, and we're going to make a 55-inch wall-mounted unit that is going to be for gaming, entertainment, and metaverse. What I mean for gaming is we're going to create a gaming display that gives you the appearance and feel of a 3D display without having the use of goggles.
Okay, that seems insane. I can't wait to hear more about it, Dave.
And I've been an investor for years in Proto. What attracted me to it was taking the greatest hologram expert that we knew. With Proto, they've extended their offering, including licensing it to Joe.
For people that already own PlayStation games or Xbox games, they would be able to use those same games, those same units, and see it in a hologram?
That is correct.
Oh my God.
That is correct.
Okay.
So.
Amazing. Let's go. Please, I'm super excited. I want to hear it.
So I could have been standing actually in the studio in Los Angeles. I could have been in a Proto unit here. I would have been able to see you, you see me. There are other technologies that we are lumped in with, like AR and VR and things like that. But generally speaking, none of those technologies have ever made the money that holograms have done. But at the moment, Proto is very much a B2B business, not so much a B2C. We see GEM, and Joe can disagree with me, as more of a B2C business where the public can buy these things, have them in their homes, enjoy three-dimensional experiences they've never seen before. They can also create their own content and have that uploaded.
Wow.
Joe would make sure there's a marketplace in there where people can monetize their creations in 3D that other people can log into and enjoy firsthand.
As an investor and someone who's extremely curious, the realm of avatars is huge.
Proto at the moment is using avatars with AI capabilities. So our landlord and investor, Howie Mandel, is also an avatar in the unit in the studio. You can go and talk to Howie in any language you like.
And it will also change the language?
If you speak to it in Spanish, it will respond in Spanish. If you ask it in English to speak in Spanish, it will respond in Spanish. The avatars can also see you. I know that's crazy, but it's true. You can talk to it and you can ask it what's in the room, what am I holding, and it will be able to respond. So I think almost on a weekly, monthly basis, we're seeing the avatar technology grow and grow and be able to do more and more. Yeah. Yes, and the kids can create their own avatars, either of themselves or images that they like to represent themselves. But it's very different because it's three-dimensional. So it's not like Second Life or Fortnite where they're in the game and they're flat images. These are actually three-dimensional images which look completely different and give you a very different experience.
Yes.
Is the whole game 3D when you're playing it without the goggles? Or is it just your character?
It just depends on how the game is rendered.
Okay.
So just one popular misconception, you could play TV on the GEM, but the TV will still look like a two-dimensional TV image. It's images that you create for the GEM that will come out in 3D that will make the difference. So I know that manufacturing companies are looking at producing three-dimensional games, so you can literally go round and in, and they do a pretty good job at the moment, but this is a very different experience.
Wow.
And the Proto unit, which was life-size originally, the GEM unit, which is more like the flat screen TVs that we see, will have the same capability. It's powered by Proto. And so whether it's actually a person, but we also could do it with products.
Correct.
And so it creates a marketplace within a TV set.
Correct. So Proto at the moment, as you rightly say, the big one is 7 foot high, 4.5 feet wide, 2.5 feet deep, and that displays products and it looks like nothing else. So it has an 18 times dwell time against an LED screen, if you like. Joe's Proto GEM is not going to be flat like against the wall because it has to have depth in it so that the 3D image can be created. So don't imagine it's a thin, because it's not and it shouldn't be. It's because people say, oh, can I have it on my watch? Well, your watch would need to be that high.
Well, we tested this with a stadium and arena. We did it with a product, but they had to turn it off because it was building such a crowd.
Wow.
Because it was people were just amazed by that.
Right, because it can look like it was just floating in the air, right? Okay.
And it's touchscreen. So you can manipulate it, you can swipe products along, get to the next one.
I think I've said wow about 20 times so far in this episode.
18, 2 to go.
But we needed an episode of Go Fund Yourself, a Proto episode. I've done it on my TV show. We've had a Proto episode of 2 Minute Drill, and every contestant was in the Proto.
I just want to quickly do a shout out to David Nussbaum, who's the CEO and founder of Proto. Without him, we wouldn't be here today in any form because it's from what he created that GEM will be born, and I just wanted to make that clear.
Okay, that's
And GEM is not born yet. It's just licensed from Proto to Joe.
right.
Yes.
And that's what this round that we're talking about, this round of funding is for GEM, this gaming version. So what are we looking at here, Joe? When do you think you're going to get this to market?
So we've already engaged Surface Inc. I don't know if you've taken a look at Surface Inc. It's one of the premier developers of hardware in the country. They do several Apple products.
Stick to what's in your offering document.
So we've engaged them. They are currently designing the unit, right? We're also going out and licensing different technologies that we're going to input within the unit. We're probably looking at about an 8 to 9 month development time and then launching.
Wow. That's, again, wow. This is one of those things that's going to make me nuts. I'm going to have one. Wow. Again.
Can't help himself.
Hey, 21.
I was going to say hit 20, but you might be right.
I'd like to add one more point to it. With the Proto GEM, we're also going to develop it for the medical field, right? So it's going to be HIPAA compliant, which will allow hospitals, doctors' offices to render and see CAT scans, X-rays in 3D, but also imagine a unit that a surgeon or doctor can beam in from another facility, from another country.
Without having to wear some kind of headgear or goggles or glasses.
100%.
I think that's been the biggest hindrance of this technology really being adopted.
100%. Yeah, is the goggle.
You forgot to
It's
say.
amazing.
You forgot to say.
Wow.
Quota filled.
That's awesome.
Really, really great stuff. Thank you very much.
job.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. Go Find Yourself was a fantastic experience. I was able to handle all the questions, and the enthusiasm was more than I could ever have hoped for. So I'm very hopeful that everybody watching it will want to get involved and fund Proto GEM. And thank you for the opportunity. It was fantastic.
I've never been so happy about an investment I make. Knowing that Joe is taking it to the next level, knowing the advancements that Proto has made, and understanding the technology, how I've used it already, to think that we're only just scratching the surface. Super excited about the investment I have, and I'm looking forward to actually making an investment into the licensed Proto GEM.
The medical side of this that you're talking about, Joe, is the game changer thing. The gaming obviously is huge, but the medical side of this is just,
Telemedicine is one of the fastest growing segments in the.
that's a great business. Yeah.
Amazing
What is
stuff.
WOW spelled backwards? Right, wow. That's right, wow.
Great
That's right.
stuff, guys.
Even better
Joe,
than wow.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
NFL superstar Marshall Falk and marketing maverick Hadley Kinsman are here to help our Titans welcome Neil Voloshin from Barmuze.
Hi, I'm Neil Voloshin. I'm the CEO of Alchemy Beverages Inc., and I'm here today at Go Fund Yourself. I'm excited to be here because the company is introducing really exciting product related to alcoholic beverages. It's a small home appliance which will really, we believe, change the way the consumer will actually consume alcohol. Hi, I'm Neil Voloshin, CEO of Alchemy Beverages Inc. I'm delighted to be at Go Fund Yourself. Anyway, we're going to talk about happy hour. I mean, it's almost approaching it. I'm going to talk about booze, alcohol.
Are we going to get samples?
Absolutely.
Okay.
How are we going to do without it?
Let's cut this chase.
And we're going to talk about Barmuze. So anyway, the technology itself, it changes physical and chemical and molecular structure in the fluid. So conceptually think about it. Pipe has various configurations. Under pressure, the fluid is entering. By the way, technology is applicable to multiple fluid processing applications. So the fluid is entering from point A to point B, it just takes less than a second, but we create the environment where the molecular structure is broken to nanoparticles. So at that point, and we're talking about now alcohol, some of the toxins that are typically present in alcohol are either converted to CO2 or H2O. What's the end result? Less hangovers, or you feel much better the morning after. It's much more amplified taste because we actually talk about the fact of aging. I'm of Russian descent, but I've been in the United States for 40 plus years, so I'm an American. So we go, okay, vodka, maybe our roots, maybe not, but it's the easiest product to make. It's just ethanol and water. There's really no grandfather's recipe, although we talk about it all day long. So that's exactly what we did. Ethanol and water, mix it, and we taste it. Wow, the difference is striking compared to, let's say, other brands. Well, let's try cognac, let's try whiskey, let's do something else. Processed and the original. Wow. First one that's really tastes good, the other one become a dragon. We create our own brand, Cameo Vodka. And we send that vodka to various competitions. We get a result back. We're awarded 95 points, and we're the highest rated vodka made in the US. As a matter of fact, we're top 15 in the world.
Based on taste.
Based on taste. It's blind taste, and the experts actually taste it and see really where do you stack up against, also based on the price points. So we're in ultra premium category. Fast forward, we're still 95-point rated vodka, we're still top 15 in the world, and we're still #1 rated vodka man in the US. Do you know how long it takes us to make one? Wild guess? 1 second.
Now, what brand of vodka was that?
Cameo. And you can
Cameo.
you can go to tastings.com and it's there. But now we go back to how do you market the product? Because that's really the key to everything that we do. Can we probably miniaturize the technology that we have on the industrial side, which typically ranges between 10 gallons to 500 gallons per minute, the processing, to something that consumer can do at home? Because what is 750 milliliters? Well, I mean, you don't need industrial size equipment. All right, let's design something and see if we can actually create a small appliance for home. And then the idea came in and said, all right, so here is a Barmuze. It's pretty cool. We can push buttons and perhaps make alcohol taste better. How do we capture the audience? How do we monetize and everything we do? Just point of sale is great, but what can we do next? So what we created an app. So think of an idea that how, let's say, Keurig did for SodaStream. But except those, you just push the button, but they have the residual. How about if we do it with alcohol? And through an app that we use, we do the same thing. Although right now, I know exactly what my consumer is doing. Somebody's processing whiskey, somebody's processing vodka, somebody processing red wine or white wine. And by the way, now through marketing, how do we upsell? Because we collect all the data. And for example, if you push the button where, let's say, you process whiskey, immediately a recipe will pop out. How do you an old-fashioned? Or top mixologist will come back and say, by the way, would you like to do something? Let us demonstrate for you while you're waiting for your whiskey to process. So it means we're creating razor and blade model because we know exactly what's going on, where a consumer is, location, how frequently they open the unit, and everything else that comes along. Collection of the data is just as invaluable as we currently do the sales. The first product was, again, alcohol. Let's say whiskey. Typical consumer, male. All right, it's great, better taste, less hangover, perhaps it works. Well, how do we make it unisex? Which product are we missing? Tell
Tequila.
me. No.
Oh, wine.
Here we go. 100%. She's 100% right.
She likes tequila.
Here
She's
we
smart.
go. It works. Both of them, you mix it, it works 100%. The reason is, although we change tasting qualities of alcohol, we don't want to change tasting qualities of wine because each product is so definitive. And there is a difference. So what we'd like to do, sulfites. So reduction of sulfites will now appeal to a female audience, which is about 80% consumer of wine. So that's what this product is about. Again, smart appliance. So any questions? Shoot.
Yeah. So do you take your vodka in here and you make it better? Is that
That's
what
right.
happens?
That's exactly what happens.
So you take,
The entire
I buy my
technology is right here.
favorite, I buy my favorite liquor or my favorite wine, and I put it in that machine,
Correct.
and it makes it better.
Better.
That's what this is.
That's it.
Okay, that's what I was
Tastes
trying to
better?
understand.
Tastes better?
Healthier,
or-
I guess, too, because it takes out sulfates.
But what's better? Tastes better?
And healthier,
or-
I guess, too, because it takes out
what-
sulfates.
But what's better?
Better meaning, like I said, you're not going to become a dragon. In other words, hard liquor typically has association of that palate that burns. It's going to be much smoother. So the taste, by we amplify the taste, the notes will be much smoother. Now, people can come back and say, well, does it mean that we have a value proposition of alcohol versus upper end? Well, let's be frank. Somebody who maybe, drinks Macallan 12 may not be our consumer. But what we're looking for, again, demographics 20-something to 45, 50.
Do you have competition out there? Like, who's going to buy? Yeah, like they're buying a liquor or a wine because they like it. And then you're
Right.
telling them, hey, I want you to buy this to make it better. I struggle to see how that would work. I struggle with that.
So I have
maybe
a
I'm missing something.
I mean, the hangover thing could work in the younger age, right? So it cleans the alcohol, so you're
Absolutely.
Is my alcohol gonna taste the same?
Your alcohol is going to taste significantly better.
No,
Okay.
no.
Because he
I
doesn't
know
want you
how my
defining
alcohol
better for
tastes.
him.
Correct.
You're defining better by
Meaning that harsh
better
notes,
for you might
harsh-
not be better for me.
Correct.
Correct, like anything else in life.
Right.
Like anything else
So
in
when
life.
you say
So
better,
better, what I can do
Smoother.
is, again, when we come back, if this
smoother,
was only
is it that I like that smoother?
by far. But the key element, okay, now if we discuss a little bit of how to approach the marketing, right? Because we can have the best product in the world without marketing and distribution doesn't matter. Hangovers. Hangovers and alcohol is the industry killer. That's the approach we're taking. That you're gonna have less hangover, less headache, and that's what the tool is.
How does it?
Because
what is
the
it?
toxins that are present in any alcohol, doesn't matter. By the way, there's no filtration or distillation here. Like I explained to you, that's how
But that's
technology
why the
works.
high-end alcohols have less.
sorry?
But that's why the high-end alcohols that old guys like us drink
Sure.
have less hangovers, and we pay
Nevertheless, if you,
Right.
do you drink whiskey?
Yeah.
It has by far more impurities than, let's say, vodka. Doesn't matter what you do, because of absorbs, the flavors from the oak barrel and so on and so forth. So when we come back and say our entire premise, based on the fact that less hangovers, less headache, less nausea. Secondly, is it going to be, like I said, tasting? It's subjective, isn't it? Of course. But the entire premise is that's exactly the approach we take. Sulfites, wine, for example, sulfites must be not good for you. That's exactly how we go. But we have multiple tests and independent labs that show that removal of toxins that do affect the liver and does give you a hangover. I mean, we use anywhere from 30 to 70%. That's what it's about.
What does it cost?
The cost, $3.99.
How much can you fit? What, 16
This one is
ounces?
1 liter tops.
1 liter. Okay.
What's your margin on that?
Currently, we're at about 185, 200. We're gonna get to about 110.
How many times can I use that before the?
use it.
Yeah.
Like
Before you
before
need
it
to
breaks
read your
down and you
filter.
throw it away.
Or you need
As far as
filter.
technology itself, infinity. Literally
Infinity, that's a
infinity.
long time.
Because we
said,
do
wait
it
a
on the
minute,
industrial side, and
it
it
uses
works.
cartridges that need to be replaced after some period of time?
These right here, these things here,
Yes,
this is
does that need
technology.
to be replaced?
Never.
Never. Okay.
This is never. If you ask me what is the, the weak point, pump and motor, that's the only one. The longevity, typically around it, we pretty much figure out we'll give about, 24-month warranty initially because, this thing is going to last 5 to 7 years easily.
We got to taste it so we could see the before and after.
Yeah, because I'm struggling with it. So maybe, I got to taste it. I got to know it's a big difference. I think you got to do the same thing.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's give it a shot. And the
Whoa,
large
that'd be
guy's second.
That means I go first and you guys go second.
This one is first.
That's what he was saying at first.
I have a great toast, but I can't be judged. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
God made men out of string, had a little extra, left a little thing. God made women out of lace, had a little extra, created space. Here's the space.
All right.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
I'm gonna bet that's the good one.
Try the second one.
Oh, he's already drinking it without even a two.
Oh, you got another toast?
Nope.
Oh,
I have
wow.
more. I have another toast if you want it.
Wow. Did you guys do that? Night and day.
Yeah.
Night and day.
That's an easy bet.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready to bet. Marshall, you go
I'm
first.
ready to
Which is
fund.
which?
Oh, this
Made it fun.
I'm ready to
other one is
fund.
Makers.
Go
This
Funder.
regular one. And that's the
That's the
Barmuze
processed one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
one
it the
is.
opposite.
Opposite.
Me too. What do you got?
This one's been cleaned. Barmused. I think.
Really? Could
Yeah.
have this one is clean.
No, that
Really?
one is a Barmuze. Yeah,
This one
right
is.
here.
This one's Barmuze?
Yeah.
That's how I have it. It tastes
clear.
cleaner than
Marshall.
that one. That one's stronger.
Marshall, here's the distinguished taste buds.
I thought it
They
was,
like the
I like
dragon.
it.
it was
This
very
was.
apparent. Yeah.
I did too. This was
couldn't finish
easy,
it.
smooth, beautiful, clean. I would drink this for breakfast. This one,
Okay.
I would never want to have that again.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was a distinct difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
Okay.
What are you raising?
We're raising between 3 and 5. The rest we can finance through debt financing because once we go into production, we don't need to go equity any longer.
I think this is good. Congratulations.
All right.
That's a
Thank
great
you, guys.
product.
Great, thank you.
So excited.
You're my crowd. I'm gonna make you spoiled on this. Thank you, guys. It was really cool. Guys were friendly. 5-member panel, asked the right questions. It's a very open environment, which is really good.
That was a night and day difference to me. Night and day.
Yeah, I couldn't even finish the second one. It was too bitter.
Now I get it.
I have not seen a human hologram in person yet. I think it would be pretty cool.
It was in a display and it spun. It was actually a Super Bowl ring.
Celebrity holograms that just doing concerts. I could see, your doctor could be a hologram.
I have tried alcohol before, yes. Too much, you don't feel great the next day.
Never use something pre-drinking. I've heard that like there's stuff for after drinking. Yeah, I'd try it.
Yeah, if you like what you see, go ahead and scan that code.
No hangover, scan the code.
Okay, so if I don't like this, I'm gonna share it with everybody. I'm gonna tell everybody because you made a bad product. If I do like it, I'm gonna share it with all 35 million of my followers. Cheers.